Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Cyno is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
ஆமாம் ப்ரோ இது ஓபிஎஸ் பிரச்சனை பண்ணுது ஸ்ட்ரீம் லாப்ஸில் போட்டிருக்கேன்.
Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
தள்ளிட்டு போதார என்ன ஓ
Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
பிஎஸ்சிக்கு என்ன பிரச்சனைன்னு தெரியல அடிக்கடி முக்கார் பண்ணுது.
This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too?
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Look clues nearby. இப்போ எனக்கு லூஸ் சேராது. ஓ மேப் வருது.
What are you looking for, Cyno?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant.
Oh,
The footprints head in the direction of the door.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
தூடுமாவே வா.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
ஐயரா. ஓகே.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
அப்படி முடிக்கிறா.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Cyno.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Cyno, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
All right, sounds like a plan. Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
പിന്നെ
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here.
ഓ
Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
I want to take on a commission from Sumeru City so bad.
Try this.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Edgar, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
What? So he's not at the hotel today?
പറ ஓ
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
யார் இவனுங்க
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? Not only do I...
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Cyno behind was a mistake!
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't ya? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Enger. You're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following orders.
New punching bag. Solidify!
I'm going in!
Propagate! Evil conquering! Here! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Useless!
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say
Zaki.
it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said
அது
after
நாங்கள்
all.
மின்னுது
And of course you
சர்க்கிளாக
would
இருக்கு
believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
With one swift kick, the kicks
Okay,
the key.
that should
Okay.
be all of them.
Whoa!
Mike, what
So
am I?
you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was...
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora.
Oh.
And that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
இந்த பக்கத்தில் எங்கே இருக்கு?
Crumble!
தொடர்ந்து இல்லை. அப்படி நடந்து போயிட்டுருக்கு.
Gather!
Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Spring forth! This is order. Scatter! Rise!
Let's light it up! Adventure time! Off we go!
Time to go to work.
I'm going in!
Order guide you. Disappear! Here! Worthless! Useless! Here!
Picked the wrong test subject.
There's quality here.
அப்போது எனக்கு வச்சுருக்காங்க. இது இருக்கிற இடம் வந்து டியூன். ஜஸ்ட் இருக்கு.
Scatter!
Didn't see that coming. Everybody stand back!
குக்கிங் போயிடுச்சா?
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Sounds of war.
It looks like just about everyone's here.
Hey there, cutie. Paimon. I didn't know you two would be coming. So you heard about the letter?
Yep, we ran into Kaya near the Adventurers Guild. Oh, wow. Paimon's never seen so many people in the main hall at once before. Oh, Paimon's getting kinda nervous now.
Don't get too carried away, alright? If I know the Grand Master, the fact that he has the time to be writing letters means it's probably nothing serious. It certainly won't be bad news.
Kaya's exaggerating a little, but otherwise I agree. After all, Mika's not the kind of person who'd be able to keep it hidden if something were the matter. The truth would be written all over his face. Over there, look.
யாரு மிக்கா?
The
ஓ
kid
ஆமா ஆமா.
standing next to Jean in front of the staircase? He used to be a land surveyor in Eula's team. He's very talented in what he does, and a very reliable person. When the expedition team set out, the Grand Master appointed him to be the core member of the frontline team. He's the one that brought back the letter.
Please, may I have your attention, everyone? Now that we're all here, let's begin reading out the letter from the Grand Master. Mika, please, go ahead.
Yes, Master Jean. Right.
ரொம்ப சின்ன பையனா இருக்கானே.
Hello, everybody. I am Mika, surveyor of the Reconnaissance Company. Recently, I have been taking part in an assignment with the expedition team. I will now be reading Grandmaster Varka's letter aloud for you all. To the Knights of Favonius. Greetings, everyone. This is Varka. The first thing I want to say to you all is please put your minds at ease. The expedition is safe, and all of its members are accounted for.
Oh, that's fantastic news. My palms are sweating.
May I continue?
படுறவங்க தான் வெயிட்டிங்.
Go ahead, Mika.
ரொம்ப ஸ்லோவா இருக்கானே.
Now that your fears are allayed, I trust you'll be ready to listen to the rest of my letter. I'm writing to you from the northernmost reaches of Tevat by the light of a stove. The expedition forces are stationed here while we restock. I once told you that the purpose of this expedition was related to a dangerous secret from days long past. I am still unable to disclose more than this, but suffice to say that you needn't worry about how our mission is progressing. In the past couple of months, we received an unexpected visitor. The Fatui Harbinger known as the Captain.
Oh, Captain.
I am fully aware of the Fatui's outrageous actions in Mondstadt in recent history. Nevertheless, the Captain was not hostile towards us on this occasion. Open parenthesis. I rather suspect that's because this time, Snezhnaya and we are in the same boat. Close parenthesis. The man hides everything under the mask he wears, so no one can know his past or his origins. However, one thing is for sure. He is as hard as iron for having the courage to challenge gods as an ordinary mortal. I don't doubt that he could even take out a ruin guard by stabbing it in its big, glowing eye with one of Klee's crayons.
Klee's crayon.
Open parenthesis. Don't get any ideas. Close parenthesis. Our scouts have confirmed that the captain received orders to head for Natlan 3 days ago.
Oh,
we'll be able to sleep much better now that we don't need to worry about him anymore. I will admit that some of his actions have helped us, but even then, he owed us at least that much. This year's Weinlese Fest must be kicking off in Mondstadt any day now. What a great pity that this year, once again, we will be unable to spend the festival together. Everyone here is always thinking back fondly upon the fine wines of Mondstadt, as well as the happy times we have spent with each and every one of you. I hope that you and all the citizens of Mondstadt enjoy the festival to the fullest. Have a few drinks on our behalf. The Dawn Winery's limited edition Weinlesefest seasonal special will do nicely. May Lord Barbados bless Mondstadt, and may the wind carry our sentiments back to your side. Varka. P.S. If you're wondering who's tougher between me and the captain, well, I'm the Grand Master. There are 10 captains in the Knights of Favonius, but only one Grand Master. Ah ha 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 ha. His laugh, not mine. The letter ends here. Thank you, everyone, for your attention.
Thank you, Mika.
Master Jean, I just noticed that there's something else written on the back of the last page. PPS. I ran out of paper, so I'll add this here. Lisa, the following is a message for you. This part seems to be from the Grand Master to Miss Lisa.
Oh, for me?
Seeing that it's a special message, Lisa, we'll discuss this in private. Everyone, as the Grand Master mentioned in his letter, the Weinlesefest is in just a few days. And how fortunate we are at this time to receive word that all is well with the expedition. Though they are unable to return to Mondstadt and spend the festival with us, the Weinlesefest will nonetheless be a major event that all of Mondstadt is looking forward to. I hope that everyone will guard your stations and perform your duties, both for our far-flung colleagues involved in the expedition and also for the hardworking people of Mondstadt. And of course, during your time off, I hope you will be able to rest, relax, and enjoy this long-awaited festival. That brings our meeting to a close. Dismissed.
Did Paimon hear that right? They ran into the Fatui's captain? Who knows what that was about? But it must have been important. But, Fatui Schmatui! The real big deal here is the Weinlesefest. Sounds like there'll be loads of free food and drink! Paimon wants to hear more!
Hey, cuties. How about we go and chat with Jean? You didn't get a chance to say a proper hello with so many people here.
Sounds good! Alright, let's go!
பேசுறதுக்காக உங்களுக்கு இவ்வளோ நேரம். ஓகே, go to master's office. கொண்டு வரதானே.
Lisa, the Grandmaster's letter is just on the table. Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time. Apologies, I didn't get the chance to talk with you during the meeting just now. If you don't have any plans in the immediate future, why not stay in Mondstadt for a while? We'll be celebrating the Weinlesefest very soon.
Don't be deceived. Jean may appear very composed, but she's been missing you both terribly recently.
Lisa.
I'll leave you to catch up. I'm going to read my letter.
Oh.
Yeah, Mondstadt's where our journey began after all. We have a lot of fond memories here. Master Jean, neither of us really knows anything about this Weinlesefest. Could you tell us more about it?
Yes, of course. The Weinlesefest is an ancient Mondstadt festival, just like Ludi Harpastum and Windbloom. In addition, it's the most important part of the fall. Each fall, the west wind blows in Mondstadt. Legend has it that the wonderful scent of Mondstadt's winemaking during the harvest season entices even the Animo Archon into attendance, being the great wine lover that he is. No matter where he is, he will transform into a soft breeze and return to his homeland.
Yeah, that sounds like the Animo Archon, all right.
For this reason,
ஆனா இங்க காணோம் அவனை.
Mondstadters call
Monsters
the
call the
Western
Western
Wind
Wind
the
the wind
returning wind.
turning.
The Vinelasa Fest originally began as a celebration to welcome Lord Barbados on his return. In the past, every household would brew fresh wine around this time of year and keep it sealed at least until Windcoming Day during the following year's Vinelasa Fest.
Oh.
Uncasking the sealed wine is a symbolic way of inviting the Animo Archon
எல்லாம்
to
வெண்டிக்காக
share a
பண்றது ஆனா
drink.
வெண்டியை காணுமே.
Legend holds that if the Animo Archon is satisfied with the taste of the wine, he will summon a gentle breeze to richly bless the people.
Oh.
Knowing him, it was probably blessing them with more good wine the next year.
That's a good question. But there's really no way of knowing. These are very old stories. Many of the details have been lost to time.
Yep, that'll happen. Some stories change completely as they get passed down. Hence why these days, Mondstadters will get into endless arguments over what kind of flower a windbloom is.
All part of how cultural heritage is created.
படிச்சு முடிச்சிட்டாரா?
Indeed. But for the time being, at least, the tradition of paying tribute to the Animo Archon on Windcoming Day is still alive and well, and the Vinelasa Fest remains a time for Mondstadters to share the joy of the harvest with one another as they partake of fine wines. This is a time of the year when many Mondstadters living away from Mondstadt return to their hometown. For those unable to return, Vinelasa Fest is the period when they miss their family and friends most keenly.
Oh, so that's why the Grandmaster wrote, "May the
The
wind
wind
carry
carry
your
your sentiments back to your side.
For this year, we've joined forces with the Church of Favonius and the Adventurers Guild to host a celebration on the banks of Cider Lake, just
Cider
outside
Lake.
of Springvale. There will also be a traditional wine market during the festival period.
Wine market?
Well, originally, it was simply a place where winemakers and farmers would come to trade in raw ingredients for winemaking. These days, it is a much grander affair. Not only will you find a range of choice wines, but seasonal fruit beverages and food items for everyone to enjoy too. A lot of people also sell secondhand goods and handicrafts at the market. The Knights of Favonius plan to use this as an opportunity to do some fundraising for needy children and elderly people in the city.
Wow, sounds pretty cool.
If you have the time, I encourage you to take a look around. I hope you'll find it a worthwhile experience. Now, Lisa, what was the Grand Master's message to you about?
I was just about to bring that up. The Grand Master says he wants me to handle something for him. Something to do with Razor's past.
Razor's past.
Razor told us that he was raised by a pack of wolves in Wolvendom.
ஆமா.
He never knew his parents. In his own words, the wolf pack is his lupico, which means family.
Yes, that was as much as I knew as well. But in his letter, the Grand Master says that in the cabinet above the third bookshelf, to the right of the grandfather clock in Jean's office, there's a wooden box containing some items that Razor's parents left for him.
Time to give the box to
It's
Razor.
time to give the box to Razor.
Does this mean the Grand Master knew Razor's parents?
It would seem so.
இருக்கலாம்,
The Grand
yes.
Master didn't simply run into Razor one day in Wolvendom and teach him how to use a sword. No, the connection between them goes back much further.
Wow. Well, come on, let's go find Razor. He'll be pretty excited to find out something about his true parents.
Oh, cutie. Nothing escapes your eyes, does it? For the child who never met their biological parents, this kind of conversation is always a difficult one, even for the most well-adjusted. By contrast, Razor grew up in Wolvendom and has had very limited contact with human society. Who knows whether he's ready for this or not?
I'm sure the Grand Master will have given due consideration to Razor's circumstances. Perhaps he felt that now would be the most appropriate time.
That's a good point. Okay, cuties, can I leave you to He thinks of me as his teacher, so thank you, sweetie. Try to be as encouraging as you can.
ஸோ ஸ்பைரல் வேறு வந்துருக்கும்ல. எஸ்.
Razor's usually around Wolvendom, right?
ஆமாம் ஆமாம், புல்வண்டமே தான்.
How do you think he'll react after hearing about this? Hey, look! It's a hunting trap. It looks like the ones that the hunters from Springvale use.
Oh, electro.
Huh? What is it? Electro energy? Paimon wonders if it could be Razor. But Paimon thought he was pretty good at avoiding the hunters. Well, anyway, let's follow the traces of Electro and see where they lead. Look! There's another trap up ahead! Can you feel that Electro energy too? Electro traces lead
பார்த்தாலே
deep
தெரியுது,
into
நோய்
Wolvendom.
ஸ்கின் இருக்கு.
Let's keep going. Razor! Are you there?
இந்த பக்கம் தானே போகுது.
All right, the last trap has been set. Razor, thanks for coming with me all this way.
It's okay. My legs are strong.
What is it, Razor?
இவன் கண்ணு ரெட் கலர்.
It smells familiar. Friend, from far away.
Razor! Oh, and it's Draft too! Are you two hunting together?
Yes, it's almost harvest season, and the boars are venturing into the towns and wineries looking for food. They're trampling crops and destroying the vineyards. Someone could get seriously hurt. The Knights of Favonius came to us asking for help, keeping the boars a safe distance away from the population.
Oh, okay.
I and Uncle Browncat
Brown
catch
Cat.
boars, protect everyone.
Wow, Razor! This is a big step for you. Paimon remembers you used to hide away from the hunters.
You can say that again. Razor was the star of the show this time. He let the wolves know we'd be coming, so we were able to get through Wolvendom without anyone getting hurt.
Oh.
Helping everyone, helping Lupercal makes me happy. But much talking. Very tired now.
Yeah! But, actually, we came here today because we have some really important news.
Warcast letter.
Oh, I don't know.
Razor, do you mean you don't want to know about your real parents?
I want to know, but don't want to know.
அடேதான் ஒன்று சொல்கிறா.
So you do want to know, but at the same time you don't want to know? Sounds complicated.
Traveler, come and take a look at the trap I just placed. Let's give Razor some space to process things. Yes, I have some thoughts about this after seeing how Razor reacted. We've been hunting together a lot recently. The kid might not talk much, but still, I feel like I've come to understand him a little over the time we've spent together. Here's what I think.
Hi bro, நான்
He
Steamல
definitely
வாங்கினேன்.
wants to find out about his parents. It's just that his fear of the unknown is
Steamல
overwhelming
தான்
everything
இந்தியன்
else he's
மணில
feeling.
இருக்கும். பேட்டில் நெட்ல போனீங்கன்னா
I'm a father
டாலர்ஸ்ல
myself,
இருக்கும்.
so
ஸோ அதுக்கு வந்து
I know a
டிரான்சாக்ஷன்
thing or two
அமௌண்ட்லாம்
about
எடுப்பானுங்க.
kids.
அந்த ஃபீலாம்.
You know, when
ஸோ
Diana was
அதை அவாய்ட்
little,
பண்ணுறதா ஸ்டீம்ல
if I
வாங்கிட்டேன்.
got back late from a hunt one night, she'd be watching me like a hawk
4900.
for days afterwards,
அது
as if
எக்ஸாக்டா
she was
எவ்வளோன்னு
worried that I might
ஞாபகம் இல்லை எனக்கு.
abandon her.
4900 தான் ஆச்சு.
Do you mean Razor's
5000
worried
almost.
that he was abandoned by his own parents?
ஆனா கேம் நல்லா தான் இருக்கு, ஒர்த்து.
Exactly. I
ஆனா
think that's
அல்டிமேட்
the
அந்த
heart
இந்த
of it.
பேக்லாம் வாங்காதீங்க.
And
அது
if it turns
பேக்
out they
வேஸ்ட்.
did, well, I don't think there's anything we could say to console him. That's not my only concern, though. Razor is developing at his own pace. There are lots of issues that can't be solved all in one go, but he's making progress, one step at a time. But now this thing with his parents is added into the mix. It might push him to want to figure out once and for all where he comes from and where he's going.
Seems like a similar
அதேதான்
take to
அதேதான்
Lisa's.
இவங்க யூடியூப் நேம் இப்பதான் ஞாபகம்
Maybe
வந்துச்சு.
all mature adults think like this, huh? Wait, but then again, Master Jean had a different view. She said it's more about trusting other people and in your own instincts. What do you think?
Gotcha. Well, knowing that he's got a friend like you to rely on makes me feel much better about this whole thing.
Okay, got it. Right, let's head back. We don't want to keep him waiting.
Okay, bro, bye-bye.
Razor, so what are your thoughts?
Still thinking. My heart, it feels strange. Like being stabbed by a wolf hook. Varka? Tall, very strong, likes to laugh. Yes, trust. He's very good to me. Give me a name. Teach me to fight. But now, busy with important work. I miss him.
You know, Razor, Varka used up all the paper writing this letter, but he still made sure he found room on the back to add a note for Lisa. He specifically told her to give you the things that your parents left for you. That means that he thinks the items have a special meaning for you. But more importantly than that, whatever happens, the Traveler, Paimon, Lisa, and all your other friends will always be here for you.
That's right. And old Uncle Brown Cat's here to support you as well.
Okay, thank you. I decide I want to go with you to see teacher.
That's the spirit. Well, you folks better be heading off then. I'm just about finished here, so I'll be heading home very shortly myself. I'd better try and get plenty of father-daughter time in before the Vine Laser Fest starts.
Bye, Draf. See you again next time.
Hello, teacher. I'm here
Teacher.
to see the box.
Ah, my little wolf cub's in a good mood. I'm assuming they've discussed the whole story with you already? Here, this is it. The wooden box.
Wooden box.
I haven't touched it, except for taking it out of the cabinet. When you're sure you're ready, you can open it yourself.
Yes, I am sure.
Oh, this
என்னது இது
just a pile of junk. Paimon thought there'd at least be a
ஒரு சின்ன
letter or
பையனுக்கு முதல்ல கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க
something.
நினைக்கிறேன்.
Uh-oh. You don't think that, after all this time, Varka might be getting mixed up between different boxes?
There is a scent.
A scent? What kind?
A scent I remember from a long, long time ago. It's their scent. Human scent. Father and mother scent.
Incredible. You still remember scents from all the way back in your childhood.
Wow. You have a really good sense of smell, Razor. Guess being wild by nature has its advantages. Oh, let's see what other leads we can find. This woolen hand puppet looks kinda wonky. Guess it must be handmade, huh? Is this a part from a ruin guard? Wait! Hey, look! This wine bottle is still half full. And there's a note stuck on it. 1,000.
Wind wine.
1,000 wind wine.
Oh, so it's a bottle of 1,000 wind wine?
Teacher, you know?
Of course. 1,000 wind wine was the first kind of wine that Mondstadters ever learned to make, or so they say. As to how it got its name, some say it's a reference to the numerous ingredients used to make it, while others say it's because every bottle tastes slightly different. I remember reading somewhere that there are all sorts of weird and wonderful ways of brewing it, and that it's very difficult to ensure it comes out tasting the same each time. This all makes it impractical to commercialize. Wine merchants are much more comfortable working with reliable, consistent tasting That's why you'll almost never see 1,000. In fact...
That must mean there's something pretty important about it.
Okay.
மோந்து பார்க்கறானா?
He seems...
Find anything?
Sweet, cold, a little bitter. I like many things all mixed together. But things in wine smell different.
Even you can't tell what it is, Razor?
I will try again.
நல்லா மோந்து பாருடா.
It's okay, Razor. Don't push yourself too hard. What do we do when we try something and it doesn't work?
Try another way.
That's right. You still remember what I taught you. Oh, it's almost the Weinlese Fest. Everyone who knows anything worth knowing about wine will be gathering in Mondstadt.
Oh, great idea!
Make sure you don't miss the opening ceremony, cutie. Everyone will be there. Razor, you should go too. It'll be a good opportunity to ask around.
Okay. Ask many people. I will try.
Don't worry. We'll be right there with you. We can be your go-betweens. You know, like you were with the wolves for Draft.
Okay. Then I will go back now. I need to tell Lupacol about human mother and human father.
Great! See you at the opening ceremony.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
வெயிட் ஃபார் எத்தனை மணி 8 மணியா 2 days லேட்டரா கிழிஞ்சுது. டைம் தாண்டி ஊத்துறணும். இன்னுமா? ஓ 8 to 2 daysல. ஓகே. Actually go to Winsleff venue. Okay. Teleport ஆயிருக்கலாமோ? பரவாயில்ல. ஓ டெலிபோர்ட் தான் ஆகணும். ஓகே. ஓ பலூன்லாம் கட்டி வச்சிருக்காங்க.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. I am pleased to announce that this year's Weinlese Fest has officially begun. We hope the residents of Mondstadt and visitors from all over will enjoy the magnificent wines and experience the joy of the harvest. When Windcoming Day arrives, we will hold a grand toasting ceremony to welcome the Animo Archon Barbados back home. Let the wind lead!
Let the wind lead!
Razor, you're here already!
So many people.
Come on, let's sneak out of here. There's someone we gotta find.
Find? Who?
Just some tone-deaf bard. But he's also a know-it-all and loves nothing more than drinking, so he might actually be able to help.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Talk 20 இங்க இருக்கான் அவன்.
Clear ingredients for wine brewing need to be chosen
இந்த
carefully.
பக்கமா.
There's no better time to sing out loud.
Take your pick.
எங்கடா இருக்க நீ? இந்த பக்கமா. ஓ இங்கே நின்றுக்கியா நீ?
Hey, tone-deaf bard!
Traveler, Paimon, how do you do? I had a feeling I'd run into you soon, during this most enchanting of festivals.
இவன் கண்ணு என்ன பச்சை கலர் ப்ளூ கலர்ல இருக்கு.
Spoken like a true poet. But reading between the lines here, if one bottle is tipsy and two is merry, just how many is enchanting exactly?
Oh, don't say that. This festival has so much more to offer than just drinking. Anyway, hey Razor, how have you been?
எது இந்த ரேசர் ஒன்று தாங்க தெரியல.
Right. I have a question.
Yeah, Razor has something he wants to ask you about. Know anything about Thousand Wind wine?
Ooh, now there's a name that takes me back. Let me think. How long has it been since I last heard someone mention Thousand Wind wine?
Razor's parents left him a box with a half bottle of wine inside, and there's a label on it that says Thousand Wind wine. We heard there's a lot of history behind this type of wine, and the brewing methods go way, way back. So we figured you'd be a good person to ask.
It smells good, but don't know what's inside.
I see. So you want to know how Thousand Wind wine is made? Well, you came to the right person. I happen to know a little rhyme called, well, as it happens, Thousand Wind wine. I was going to save it for Windcoming Day, but far be it from me to deny an early serenade to a friend in need. How about it? Shall I recite it for you?
A song. Not easy to understand, but still one to hear.
Excellent answer. Then, hear it you shall. Fill up the barrels and store them away. Then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight, for the south wind that soothes, for the north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste to the tongue? As Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom. And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true. A defender's will, strong as yesteryear, joining the thousand winds in a song of good cheer. Turning sour into sweet, bitter notes fade away, as we wait for a windier day. Thank you so much for the applause. Was the rhyme of help to you?
Like wine. A little sweet, but now head spinning. Don't understand.
Don't worry, it's not just you. That was supposed to be about winemaking, but it didn't give a single detail about the process.
Well, maybe it's a little abstract and romanticized, but that's one of the defining features of Mondstadt poetry.
Okay, so let's try to pin this down. What did the poem say the ingredients are? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true,
defender's
a
will,
defender's will,
thousand
and
winds.
the thousand winds? Song of good cheer? Nope, Paimon has absolutely no idea what any of these refer to. Look, Tone-Deaf Bard, you clearly know what the whole thing means, so could you do us a favor and at least give us a hint?
You misunderstand me. I'm not trying to make you work for it or anything, but the lyrics are what they are. If there's anything they left out, even I can't fill in the blanks. If you want to know the secret behind this sweet scent, you might have to start by rolling up your sleeves.
Rolling up our sleeves? You mean we need to go and make this wine for ourselves, and somehow that'll teach us everything we want to know? This better not be a prank!
We've known each other for so long, and you still don't trust my intentions? Oh, the pain.
I trust. I want to try. I want to make wine and find answers. If I know how to make wine, then I know what is in Father and Mother's wine. Right. I want to know about them.
Well, if you say so, Razor, guess we'll have to take Tone-Deaf Bard's word on this one. We'll give it a try, and as first-time winemakers, there's no shame if it turns out bad.
Don't worry, really. Freedom is the key here. It's not as hard as you might think. As long as you add ingredients to the mix in a spirit of joy and sincerity, I promise you will reap the rewards you wish for.
I will tell Poem to then I need to think alone.
That's the spirit. So, how about we meet again in 2 days? Let's say same place.
Okay, I will remember. See you then.
முடிஞ்சிருத்து என்னென்ன ஈவெண்ட் இருக்கு பார்ப்போம். வா 14 days இருக்கா? என்ன கிட்ட போனதுக்கு வெஸ்ட் கொடுக்குறான்.
Wait! Honorary Knight! And Paimon, the best guide in Tevat. I humbly beg for your assistance.
Whoa, did Paimon hear that right? Is Paimon finally starting to make a name for herself? Oh, wait, haven't we met?
That's right. I'm Bernhard, a member of the logistics company under Captain Hertha. Normally, I would hope to become better acquainted before asking for a favor like this, but time's running out, so I really have no choice. Please help me rescue the charity event.
Charity event.
The charity event? Oh, right! Master Jean mentioned that. So, what's happened?
Well, the Knights of Favonius wants to run a stall during the festival. The idea is for all profits from the sales to go to charity. Specifically, the funds will provide support to disadvantaged children and elderly citizens. We drew lots to decide whose job it would be, and as it happened, I was the lucky winner. I really didn't want to screw this up, so I asked all around for advice, but my experience is in inventory and shipping. Now I'm supposed to run a whole shop, but it took me forever just to think of what to sell. I'm already completely out of my depth, and that is why I humbly beseech you to render your assistance.
Yeah! Also, so you said this is to help out the kids and old folks of... He's an honorary knight, and Paimon's a longtime friend of Favonius. We'll be more than happy to do our part.
Oh, I can't thank you enough. Before we can open shop, we need to amass a supply of fair brew jellies. The wine merchants in the area are in dire need of raw ingredients for winemaking. Also, there are some international customers looking to purchase in the interest of establishing a long-term business relation. The price difference is ours to keep as commission, and you can cash that amount in.
So to sum up, our job is to sell ingredients to the wine merchants and place orders for the international customers. Sounds much easier than...
Really? I have one order here with me already. These beverages can be bought from the Angel Share
Angel Share stand.
The shopkeeper's name, he's a very nice man, but he won't be pushed around. I should carry on setting up the stall now. Once you won't need to worry about supplies for the shop. I'm already in contact with the suppliers, and they'll send everything over once the...
All right, sounds good.
This is an enormous...
High wind trail. Charity, creativity, weekends. Festive fever.
Those memories. So dark.
ரொம்ப தூரம் போனோமோ இங்க போயிடும்
Boring.
இவன் கிடையாது. Take me with you, a baleful promise. Hunt to boards, okay. Hire someone who doesn't have any hunting experience. Isn't it everyone knows on a night of months both people and happy to help. Sumeruva. Creature of legend. White maned forest boar. சுமேர்ல இருந்து ரிசர்ச்சர்ஸ் இங்க வராங்களா? teach you how to use them later. Can set off once you're ready. I'm ready, let's go. During the autumn crisis expulsion, you must expel forest boars in a certain area, and you can only use your normal attack to do so. The expulsion of different species of boars will grant different numbers of points, and once time is up, you will add to your overall score. Okay. Expel all forest boars within a fixed AOE. இதானா போட்டு இடத்த அடைச்சிட்டாங்களா? லஞ்ச் அட்டாக் பண்ண முடியாதா? என்னவோ ஸ்னோ போரை சப்ஜெக்டா எங்க தானா அது? ஓ இது வந்து அண்டர் ஷீல்டு மறைஞ்சிருச்சு. ஸ்னோ போர் இங்கே ஒரு அடி. என்ன அடிக்கணும்னு தெரியலையே. 28 எவ்வளோ முடித்தேன்? 1800. ஓ 3 முடிஞ்சிச்சா? ஓகே. அடுத்து ஃபார்ம் லேண்ட், அதுதானா நெக்ஸ்ட்டு? கேப்சர் அதானே பார்த்தேன். புட் ரிக்வெஸ்ட் இல்லை. ஓ அதுவும் அங்கே தான். 400 மீட்டர். அட்லீஸ்ட் ஸ்கில் கொடுத்தாவது பரவாயில்ல, ஸ்கில்லு கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. தானே டாக் டு வால்டர். Tracks will be found. I'm guessing that they have descended the mountain from the western face. Snowboards, I do. Okay. During autumn crisis capture, you must use sneak and hunting nets. Oh. White pigeon, crimson foxes. ஓ இது வரையால ஆர் அது மேலே கரெக்டாக அடிக்கணும். இது இங்கே இருக்கு. சிக்ஸ் மினிட்ஸ் ஆகுது. அவ்வளோ தூரம் எரிவானா தூக்கி இல்லை எரிய மாட்டான். மறைஞ்சிட்டேன் நான் மறைஞ்சாலும் பார்க்குறான். மாட்டிக்கினா இந்த பக்கம். ஓ ஸ்மோக். நான் 15 அனிமல்ஸ் பிடிக்கணுமா? ஓ இது ட்ராப்பு. மாட்டில் எஸ்கேப் ஆயிடுச்சு அது. ஏழு பிடிச்சாச்சு. பத்தாது. கொஸ்டின் மார்க் போடுச்சு. ஒரு பக்கத்துல கொண்டு இருக்கு. இந்த மாட்டிச்சு. 22 தேவையா 3 தேவையா? ஜஸ்ட் மிஸ். ஒன்று மாட்டிச்சு. இன்னும் ஐயோ பறந்துச்சு. ஒரு தூரம் போகாது. ஸ்மோக்கை போட்டோம். ஸ்மோக் பத்தல போலையே. இன்னும் ஒன்று. மாட்டிச்சு. செட். ஓ இன்னொன்று வந்து கேப்சர் 4 டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் அனிமல்ஸ் சிங்கிள் சேலஞ்ச். இது ஐ வின் ட்ரையலா? ஓட்டு குவெஸ்ட். பறக்க சொல்லுவா போலியே. Good challenge. தூரம் போணுமா? இதெல்லாம் கோஆப்ரேட் பண்ண முடியுமான்னு பார்க்கணுமே. During the event trial, you may use buff food provided by Sublime Mahamatra to challenge powerful opponents. Oh. They have nemesis that possess different characteristics. Use a Sublime Mahamatra and approach with care.
Solidify!
Germinate! Boring!
Stabilize! This is order.
Let's light it up!
அடுத்து அங்கே போகணும். ஓ, இது முன்னாடி ஆடி இருக்கும்ல, ஒவ்வொரு ஏரியாவில் படிக்கணும். திங்க் இது கோஆப் பண்ணலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Off we go!
Gather!
I'm going in!
Evil conquering! Here!
இன்னொருத்த மேலையா?
Boring!
இறந்து விட்டார்களா? இல்லையா?
Order guide you!
இன்னொரு காணா. யார் இருக்கா இன்னும்?
Useless!
சாவலியா?
Propagate!
அடுத்து இங்கே.
Solidify!
Huh? Off we go!
Boring!
இன்னும் கூட தான் வந்திருக்கும். நீங்கள் இன்னும் மெட்டீரியல் சவி. அடுத்து சென்ட்ருக்கு. அடுத்து இங்கேயா? ஹை,
Gather!
Let's light it up!
Scatter!
ஓ தலைவர் இங்கே இருக்கிறார்.
This is order.
Everybody stand back!
Lament! Worthless! Worthless!
Reinforcements coming இங்கே.
Solidify.
Propagate!
Gather.
ஒருத்தன்.
I will have order.
இதானே defeat 1/6 collect sublime monogramma.
Solidify.
Adventures! I'm going in!
Disappear! Here! Here! Worthless!
This is order. Stabilize.
Boring! Useless! Scatter!
ராவணன்.
Boring!
அடுத்து எங்க இது கலெக்ட் பண்ணிக்க. ரைட் பண்ணியாச்சா? ஓகே. மேலே கூட்டு போகிறான் போலயே. போய் oh.
Solidify.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Spring forth! Boring! Evil conquering! Worthless!
சாம இருக்கான். 2/4.
Propagate! Boring!
இன்னும் முடியலையா? அவ்வளோதானா? டன். ஓ அதாவது வெப்பனை பார்ப்போம். எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச வெப்பனை இவனுக்கு கொடுக்கலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Attack base attack wind and unattained. Within 10 seconds after elemental reaction is triggered, attack is increased by 12% and elemental mastery is increased by 48. Oh. Attack. Attack and elemental mastery. லூஸ் ஆகாது அவனுக்கு, பட் இவன் சிஆர் இருக்கணும். சிஆர் சிடி. Charity and creativity. ரெண்டும் ஆன் பண்ணவே இல்லையா? எங்க இருக்குது? இதுதான் வெல்கம். தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வர வேண்டியதோ, நான் சுற்றிட்டு வரேன். Return of fraud barbados. The gifting wooden box shaped like balloon lit in some place. ஓ, கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஓகே, அதுக்கு எங்கே போகிறது பிளானு? ஈவென்ட் டீட்டெயில்ஸ் இதுதான். ஓ, happy Emptiness, I placed a gift near the stage at wine market. I hope that this gift will make the day of person who finds it. இது வேறையா? இன்னொன்று ஏதோ பாக்கி இருந்துச்சு. இது கிடையாது, டெய்லி குவெஸ்ட். பின்னாடி தரானா? யார் அது? மேட்ஸா? இல்லை. இவன் கூட வாய்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க.
Of fruits of the festival for him.
Oh? Did you say Cheverme? He's a regular customer of mine, but I digress. What price are you offering this year?
Price? Like...
I'm sorry. Did you even... I'm sorry. Did you even... Look, I know we've had a great harvest this year, and...
Negotiate with caution.
A little lower than I was hoping for, but he's a reliable customer. As usual, I will arrange for... You won't have to worry about a thing.
All right, let's keep bringing the funds in. Bernhard says we can approach this however we want. We get a commission for every... Still, just to make sure we've covered everything, let's take a look at the other wine merchant.
ஓ, இவன் ஒவ்வொரு பைமர்ஷன்ட்டா போய் பேசுகிறோமா? இல்லைங்க, அடுத்தது 400. ஓ, இது 1000 ரீச் பண்ணோம். Make some 1000 bin to wine personally to better understand his human parents, over which ingredient specifically was 20 strong effort too. Okay guys, போதும், நிறுத்திப்போம். மீதி நாளைக்கு சந்திப்போம். என்னது கிட்ட போன கட்சின்னு வருது? என்னது விடுற மாதிரி தெரியல போலையே.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Oh, Barbara.
Hey, it's Barbara.
Thanks.
Festival is one of the most popular ones in Mondstadt. I'm so happy I ran into you guys here. I hope you have a great time. Oh, also, I heard from Bernhard that you're collecting Fairbrew jellies. I'm just curious. Are you helping out with the Knights of Favonia's charity event?
We sure are! Everybody's gotta do their part, right? The stall isn't up and running yet. We're busy raising funds so they can open for business. There's sure to be a bunch of other problems to deal with once it's open, but whatever comes up, we'll deal with it.
Wonderful! I helped out a small charity, although my only... Oh, and I also met the bard, Venti, there. He even persuaded... The music he plays is quite refined and elegant. At first, I didn't want to sing too, but he sang a harmony to guide me in, and in the end, the audience loved it, and we sold a lot at the event.
So Barbara's worked with the tone?
Yeah.
Too
bad we couldn't fit it into the sketch. The Church of Favonius wants to hold a sung poetry event somewhere with a nice view during the festival.
Yep. Sounds like we've each got our own important work to do.
Oh, thank you both. I can help promote your stall. Should I make some big posters? I'll have to pick a memorable... Oh, then again...
Wow! With Barbara helping out on the marketing side, this charity...
It's fine. Really. It won't take me too long. Oh, now I feel a little embarrassed. Let me think about it a little more and talk to some other people about their marketing experience. The Knights and the Church of Favonius are really proud of you.
Aw, thanks! We'll do our best. Paimon's even more motivated than ever now.
In chatting creativity, you must use the following two methods to gather enough fund. எல்லாமே கலெக்ட் பண்ணியாச்சா? ஸ்டோரிக்கு வச்சாரா இருக்கு. Okay guys, thanks for watching, being with me. நாளைக்கு பார்ப்போம்.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.